Hi guys, we're going to do a live broadcast. I'm just setting up a few things first. Basically, I wasn't able to get to do a live broadcast yesterday because I could not log into the game. It happens. But today, we should be good. Hopefully. Hi guys. So today we're going to play a few. We'll start with probably a few Halloween missions, and we'll see how it goes from there. I made a few videos just a bit earlier with a couple of heroes. Today, right now we're going. Hi, Night Strike. Hi, Roland. Today, right now we're going to look at the same missions, but from the villain's point of view. Roughly, it's pretty much the same thing, but there are a few distinctions. And if you're a new villain player, you may want to know at least what that is. So basically, the first thing is that we have to be in the North Burnley nightclub. So I'm always a bit confused about the Burnley or the North Burnley nightclub, and I'm sure I'm not the only one. So once you're here, you have to talk to our old friend Talia. You can see the vendor is right here. But before we do all that, we're going to. I think I didn't do the vault with him just yet. So let's start by doing the vault. They usually do a good job at tweaking the vault for the Halloween seasonal. If I would have to have such a chest to be able to do that to begin with. Sorry. So you see they have, other than the pumpkins, they have this neat bat animation whenever we destroy a gift or one of the boxes. I wish they would have such, they would use that to create some sort of bat aura. But I guess it's not quite the same. So let's see what we got from the vault. Ooh, a Batwoman t-shirt. Still, I don't need it. Let's take a look at the ring. Nah. So let's start to our old friend Tala. I understand what you mean. I need a lot of stuff myself. Right now I'm toying with the idea of maybe giving a few Batman Beyond pieces to our little Batman here. I'm gonna have to give it some thought. It'd be easy enough to get him the boots and the gloves. But for I would probably want to give him, maybe, I would like to try it with the cowl, but I should probably try and see how it will look first on this character. I know what the cowl looks like, but I'm wondering if I add the cowl to just this look, what it would do. I guess I'm gonna have to test it out. Okay, so basically we got the mission from Tala. So now we need to find some little ghosts to fight. No, I'm good. I don't really need the shoulders. And for the Batman Beyond gear, I'm just toying with it. I'm not sure if I'll actually. Oh, I Night Strike. Well, if you want to do the Midnight Masquerade mission, we could do that if you want. Hello, Ricardo. I'm a little distracted. I should focus a bit more on what I'm doing. That was an epic fail. Next time, more focused, less talky. But Night Strike, if you want to play the Midnight Masquerade mission, let me know, because it's a bit difficult to play. Oh, and there's an evil hero. I almost forgot I was playing in the PvP open world. Night Strike, are you a hero or a villain? Oh. Guess I'm gonna have to switch character then. Because I'm an evil villain. Here's... oh, there it is. Thank you. I was pretty happy with how he turned out. So if you watched my other video, you'll notice that when we do this mission as a hero, we have to save and protect the civilians. Here, as you saw, we have to beat the snot out of them once we're done. It's pretty close. Hello, Rexian. So if we're lucky, maybe one more and we'll be good. But probably more. We'll probably need two more. Probably. My character is a villain. I'm an evil Black Lantern, so of course I'm a villain. You're trying to find me, Sean? Aw, you're so sweet. Oh. It depends what you're looking for. I opened a lot of Gotham Time capsules, and I guess I was really unlucky because I got mostly garbage. But I was able to get one pair of wings, which I thought was a rare item, and it's sort of rare-ish, but not as rare as the... I'm legendary. It's not the wings are a little more rare, let's say, than the gloves, but the real rare item seems to be the headpiece and the chest piece. Oh, is that a bounty? Oh. Yeah, I wanted to be on gear too, but basically I bought over 80 time capsules. I pretty much lost track, and I couldn't complete. I couldn't complete a full set of Batman Beyond gear with 80 time capsules. Basically, I had to purchase the headpiece and the chest piece from the broker. Also purchased the wings later on, but that was for my Batman character. Okay, I guess we're done with here. No, I'm in the normal Gotham, the regular Gotham. So let's cure for the 4-player mission. And I guess I'll do the stabilizer fragments after. So the Midnight Masquerade is a bit challenging depending on who you have in your group. And it's much easier to do if you're a level 10 player and the game raises you to combat rating 34. It's a lot harder than if you're a combat rating like I'm 161. And the game takes me down to combat rating 34. It's much easier then, because even though like when you're level 10, actually that's not as true. When you're level 10, you'll have just a handful of skill points, and you don't have stuff like backups usually. You don't have stuff like orbital strikes and all that kind of stuff. As opposed to when you're level when you're combat rating 160, you'll have a whole bunch of trinkets, you'll have backups, you'll have a whole bunch of stuff that you don't have at level 10. So even though the game takes you down to combat rating 34, you have a lot of stuff that a level 10 doesn't have. So even though you're both level 34, combat rating 34, you're still much more powerful than the level 10, sadly. So there should be, there they are. If you're wondering why I'm not summoning my backup, usually I save them for the coup de grace. Yeah, Phantom Strangers is when you play a hero. I'm going to let our friends grab the crystals, because if you're the healer and you grab the crystals, then you can no longer heal. So the crystal should be the last one. Hello, Nightmare. Oh yeah. The werewolf head looks pretty cool. I had I think on another character as I have as the werewolf head and the hands. They look pretty cool if you want to create a werewolf type character. And you can see one of our friends here as the man bat trinket, which is pretty cool. So overall, this went fairly well. The best way not to get too many headaches in this mission is to be the healer. Usually, you can just focus on try keeping the group alive. And you'll notice that most players will just stick to playing DPS in this mission. So usually you end up one healer with 3 DPS or one controller with 3 DPS. So let's see if we got anything. Oh, that was sweet. I've read on the forum that a lot of people are struggling with this mission still. Sure, I have the Batman Beyond gear for you. I also have the time traveling gear and the Green Lantern gear if you want to. And if you ask nicely, I'll throw in some Superman gear with that. How does that sound? Ah, that's cool. So you're pretty much at endgame, Nightmare. And let's play our little stabilizer mission before we forget. And let's switch back to DPS. Oh, let's wait for our little friend. 1 million? I want to sell you the call for 1 million. The call is worth, at the very least, 9 or 10 millions on the broker. There's no way no one will sell you the call for 1 million. I'm sorry to disappoint. I'm not sure what's holding back our friend over there. Oh, what the heck. But I guess it depends also where you guys, on which server you guys are playing. I guess maybe on the European servers or maybe the Xbox servers, maybe the Batman call is worth 1 million. But on the US servers, the call is worth around 10 millions, 9 or 10 millions. Yeah, the purple and black is if you're playing a villain character, if I'm not mistaken, and the yellow and orange is if you're playing a hero character. I would say Batman is probably my favorite. Although I love the Flash as well. And when I was about 10 years old, my favorite was the Flash, and not long after that, my favorite became Daredevil for some reason. Basically, I discovered Daredevil by Wallace Wood at that time. Despi, I think you're playing on the European server because the some of the characters you have in your name on the US servers we cannot have those characters. Like basically you have some funky characters to be able to create the Flash name, but on the US servers those characters aren't allowed. Yeah, that's what I thought. Here in the US, we don't have the special characters you use to create the Flash. We don't have those here in the US. Batman knows everything. I can't go to Europe servers. I hear there it is. Sadly, my account is on the US servers, and my characters are on the US servers. So I guess I could try and switch account and create a new account on the European servers, but I would have to create new characters on the European servers, and I won't do that just yet. Maybe someday I'll do it for reasons, but not today. Sorry to disappoint, Dersby. So I've been flying aimlessly. Let's find something else to do. I'm in Gotham. Yeah, I need Beyond Gear too. Well, let's go to the Hall of Doom. We're going to go to the other Gotham because why not? So in case you didn't know, you have access to the amusement mile with any character that's level 10 or higher. It's going to be like that until sometimes in November. Basically, once we get the new DLC in November, then we'll once we get a new DLC in November, then people won't have access to this map with level 10 characters anymore, which should be a more almost 2 months. So let's say a month and a half. And they've added this little console that gives yeah, from what I hear, there's a lot more players on the US servers than the European servers. Ah, there's some evil heroes who are farming player kills here. Oh, they're so so sad. I'm not sure how they managed to. They shouldn't be able to do that. So. So I guess we just saw one less reason to play as a villain here. I was wondering where the little guy was.
The Joker and the Riddler have been at one another's throats for quite some time.
I would have to say Quantum, probably.
Sassy Riddler, you know, standing on the front. Sweet resources. There's a lot of money being wasted on this war. The scientists who psychopaths are diverting our resources. You need things. The society is very laissez faire.
Talia has asked me if I search for information.
This gang vote is entirely unacceptable.
It matters not.
So I wish
I place this gang it matters that we uncover as much damage to both sides as possible.
If you want to keep the society's under the table dealings with our boys in
Being able to listen to people must have great
So sadly, as you saw, if you play on the PvP server, you're not safe at the villain spawn point. The evil heroes can still come and put a trap and attack you and all that good stuff. So you have to be extra vigilant. Right now I'm in the PvP server. I'm a PvP right now. Hello, Skybree. You're 20 subs behind? That's good. Oh, let's go fight our friend Lefty. Yeah, I guessed as much when you said good morning. Here it's almost 3:30. I thought I'd have the time to cast the shield, but I guess not. It depends. On the villain side, it can take quite a long time. I've read people would need as long as 3 hours sometimes. On the hero side, it's a bit better, but even if you join a raid, crap. Even if you do join a raid, sometimes it'll take a long time to even be able to play. Like you'll join the raid somewhat quickly, and then sometimes before the mission even starts, 1, 2, 3 player will leave. And then you spend a lot of time re-inviting new players and waiting, and inviting new players and waiting. And while you wait, others will leave. So even though you can get in, sometimes you can get into the mission quickly, but then the group quickly falls apart, and you spend your time waiting and inviting new players. So in theory, it should be quick, but in practice, it still can take a while sometimes. So let's see what else we could do. Oh, we didn't talk to our friend Two-Face. Oh, let's go and do that. Assuming there's not half a dozen heroes waiting for us.
I don't care who you work for. What I do care about is the Riddler. He's the one who...
I'm still a bit surprised that heroes can get this close to our spawn point. Let's see if we can do the same. That's what I thought. Where are you looking? So we're going to do this Riddle box mission. Basically, there's this mission where you have to find those boxes. And I've seen people online complain that they couldn't find the boxes for some reason. It's not that difficult a mission, but it does require you to look around a bit. Let's use our friend Batman Beyond for that. Did I say Batman Beyond? I'm so sad. I meant the evil Black Batman. Black Lantern Batman. Are we playing on the same server? Or in the same phase? Oh, Night Strike. Are you the evil heroes that's right there? Kid Within. Hi there. How come you're taller than me? That's so sad. If I were you, I'd leave. There's like a couple of evil villains right here. They might decide to jump you. Nah, don't feel like grouping today. Oh yeah, the box. I got distracted. The DCUO is pay to win? A little bit, I suppose. Depends on your definition of pay to win. It would be easy to make a case that it's not, But it would be easy to make a case that it is pay to win. Yes. So here's the second little box, or is that the third? I lost count. Ah, it was the second. Hello, Hellboard. Oh, there's some versus. Hello, Unleashed Gamers. Just looking for boxes. I should know where it is. I've done it before, but I'm getting old. The best power. It's hard to tell. I didn't try them all yet. But Ice seems to be still a pretty good one. I hear Atomic is really good. People have been complaining about Earth, so I guess it's one of the powerful ones. Although Earth is powerful because of Ground Pound. I'm not sure if they changed that just yet. What do I think about time capsules? In theory, it is a good idea. It's a nice thing to add to the game so that it can give us finally some of the things we've been asking for a long time. Like the Batman Beyond gear, holy crap, it's something that we've been asking for like forever. And not just the Batman Beyond gear, but gear to be able to recreate some of our favorite characters. Oh, it's something we've been asking for a long time, and at last we're finally getting it, although we're getting it through time capsules. But at least we are getting it, so... I shouldn't have done that. Oh yeah. Oh, I meant to click on the Riddler. Sorry, buddy. Oh, kid, it was you. Damn, I thought it was someone else trying to jump me. Sorry about that. I would click to get you back up, but... sorry guys, I was distracted. If you had any questions, I'm going to answer them now. Well, you get time capsule. Just fighting enemies will give you time capsules. Basically every 20 minutes or so. Every 20 minutes or so, when you defeat an enemy, you will get a time capsule. It's pretty much that simple. As for the time capsule, I think they're a good idea. It allows us to finally get. I have everything. Ask it and I have it, almost. But seriously, the time capsules are a good idea. It allows you, if you want to support this universe online by spending $20 a week, you can do it. you want to spend $100 a week, you can do it thanks to the time capsule. The only issue I have is that they've made some of the stuff so rare that it's a little counterproductive. I understand that their thinking is that if you have to open, I don't know, 1,000 time capsule to complete the Batman Beyond gear, then it means more money for them if you purchase a 1,000 time capsule. But if you give up after 100, odds are you still don't have the Batman Beyond gear, odds are you'll never open a time capsule ever again. So they seem to be thinking a little too much about the short term, and maybe not enough about the long term. I think. So in theory, it is. I think it is a good idea. I just think they're exaggerating a bit in how low the drop rates are. Like once you've spent $100 on time capsule, you should have a full set of Batman Beyond gear. There's no reason not to. You're on PS4. You be on? Beyond? Is that how you say it? Hello, Nicki Minaj. Hey, Dan Dragon. Ah, you're so sweet, Nikki. Oh, you scared me, kid. Why are you so mean? You don't want me to grab the transporter? There we go. Yes, the new Batman emblem came out. And it looks really sweet with the enhanced version. If you can make the enhanced version, it's a really nice emblem to have. Although if you already have the Batman versus Superman emblem, I like that one a bit better. Ah, Raxian, you're so sweet with that evil Black Lantern oath. Ah, it's okay, Night Strike, kill anyone you want. So I lost track of what I was doing. Oh yeah, the Riddle boxes. Yeah, today's a bit of an off day. Saturday, doing some live streaming. Usually I do that during the week. Almost feels like I should be on vacation, but I'm stuck working anyway. Yes, I play on the US server. Right now I play on PS4, but I also play on PC. Although it's the same server, but I don't play on Xbox, and I don't play on European servers. If you open just one Gotham box, a Gotham time capsule, I'm not sure you'll get the Batman emblem. It's a pretty rare. Oh, what's that? Oh, the poor little clown is curled in the corner. I don't think you can switch per se. I think what you can do is that you can create a new account on the European server, and then create new characters from there. I don't think I could create a new European account and play with my characters on the European servers. I would have to create brand new characters for that. Maybe someday I'll do something like that. From what I understand, like right now I have, I don't know, 32 characters I think on the PS4. So if I was to create, let's say, a US account, a European account, from what I'm told, I still would have 34 characters. So maybe if I decide to, I don't know, create 34 new characters, I could maybe decide to do that. Good for you, like Nicki Minaj. Did you open 1000 time capsule? Is that what you're saying? Yes, the Batman Beyond style is brand new and it looks awesome. Oh yeah. $200 time capsules? Yeah, that figures. I don't need help to grind. I can level up a character at lightning speed. I choose not to. That's okay. I'm beyond. If I ever create a character on the European servers, you'll be the first to know. Technically, I've been toying with the idea of creating the entire Legion of Superheroes. So if I ever was to create, let's say, an account on the European servers, that's probably what I would do. I would create 32 Legionnaires, and then I would have no life because that's all I would be doing. I don't really know. I would suspect maybe in November. Basically, in November we have the Earth 3 DLC coming up, and in the Earth 3 DLC you have the Crime Syndicate of America, which is an evil version of the Justice League. I strongly suspect we'll get an Owlman set of gear, and maybe even an Ultraman set of gear. So if they ever decide to give us, let's say, a Superman time capsule, that would be a good opportunity to do so. So I would say maybe in November, either for the the Earth 3 DLC, or for possibly the Justice League film. We'll have to wait and see, I suppose. Yeah, it's what people have been telling me. Hello, Ayubi. Hope I didn't mispronounce your name too badly. So where is that little gift again? Ah, thank you, Ayubi. Oh, there's our friend, the Kid Within again. Oh, the box is here.
Up and down, round and round.
Oh, let's give him a little bow. He deserves it. So this should be the final one. Oh, it's not. Hello, Nazium. Or Nazaim. I hope I don't destroy your name too badly. See you, Night Strike. Have a good day. A YouTuber named Sound in Reverse? Not sure. Well, good luck with your new YouTube channel, Ayubi. It's harder than people think. Not just coming up with content. Yes, I'm an evil villain who does villainies. I'm toying with the idea of maybe doing a video where I open 100 time capsules. Not sure if I would go with the Gotham one. I wasn't too happy with the drop rate so far. Well, yeah, I guess I could do that. Oh yeah, I forgot about the box. I think it's somewhere in here. Too busy killing enemies. Forgot what I'm really doing here. I think I saw your channel earlier this week. That was a pretty cool to see you make up stories and make all them voices. I wish I could do that, but sadly I'm pretty bad at it. Sadly, already just talking in English I have this very thick accent, and even trying to act and even act out a different character with different voices, not really my strong point. I tried with a few of the comics I made in the past, and I tried to turn them into little YouTube videos, and it was okay, I suppose. A lot of coordinate currency in DCUO to get the blue smoke material. Sadly, there's only one way. You have to open time capsules. How many auras do I have? On this character, not many. On this character, I have at best a couple. Oh. I'm not sure why I keep on going to the wrong place. There we go. The Gotham Knight mask. You have to play PvP. Gotham Knight or along with Gotham Outlaw is okay. Gotham Knight is Nightwing. You have to play PvP and you have to buy it from the PvP vendors. Let's go up a bit so that speedsters won't be able to annoy us. Like basically with this character I only have a couple of auras, as you can see, but not even a handful. My Wonder Woman is on PC, sadly, so I can't show it to you right now. Actually, I could actually show it to you. Just give me a second. The coordinate material drops from all the time capsules, from what I understand. All the time capsules have been updated so that they can drop all drop the Quark's currency. Christian. Oh, the Gotham mask, you have to play PvP. Sadly, there's little options for that. You have to play PvP and you have to buy it on the hero side in the PvP vendor. I guess you could get lucky and get the Gotham Knight mask from a Prometheum logbox, but there's like 800 different styles on that in those logboxes. So the odds of getting the one mask you want, pretty. Hawkman, Darkseid, Arkham Knight. I'm not sure what that's for, but okay. But if you want to see, I'll show you. I'll go to my multiverse character. If you want to see all the auras I have, or more or less. No, well, sort of. I'll show it to you. Give me 1 second. I'll load in my multiverse. Okay, for the Gotham Knight gear, it's pretty simple. You have to play PvP, and you have to increase your gear until you reach the 100 CR PvP gear. So there's no miracle to that. Let me check my mail first. I sold a few things. That's nice. So let's go to the watchtower, and it'll make more sense if I have the vendor right next to me. Sure, I could load that Batman Beyond after. I think now all the PvP vendors sell the very same thing, but just to be safe, I always come to this little guy here. So basically, when you come here, you see that that's where the Gotham Knight gear is. But before you can actually purchase the Gotham Knight gear, there's a whole bunch of gear you're gonna have to purchase. The 96 gear, you don't have to purchase it. For some reason, when you start playing PvP, you have access to the 96 and 97 set of gear for whatever reason. So what you have to do is that at first you have to purchase all the 97 PvP gear. Once you have all the 97 PvP gear, then you will gain access to the 98 PvP gear. And then once you purchase all the 98 PvP gear, then you will gain access to the 99 PvP gear. And then once you purchase all the 99 PvP gear, then you will gain access to the 100 PvP gear. So to be able to get the Gotham Knight mask, well, you have no choice. You have to play PvP until you reach that level. I hope that answered your questions. As for the auras that I do have a few. Someday it will load, I swear. So basically, if you go into accessories, you can see I have quite a few. So I'll go through them quick. Some of them are pretty easy to get on the broker. Some are with some of the seasonals. So depending on the one you have, you may have to wait until the appropriate seasonal is available. Some looks really nice, some not so much. This one I kind of like it, although we barely see anything. This one I really like it. It's okay, Joseph. Someday, maybe, who knows. The Seafoam Aura, I really like this one. So these are pretty much all the auras I have. The materials on this character, I don't have good materials. Uh, I have the negative speed force, and I have the time worn material. Or is it time torn? Anyway. The material I really like that I have though is I'm gonna have to switch characters for that. You do Dan Dragon? I'd be curious to see that. Some RN? I'm not sure what you mean by that. Those are probably my two favorite materials, the Cosmic material and the Phoenix material. And together they make an awesome looking Cosmic Flash. At least I think so. And by accident I even made a Jay Garrick version, which I ended up kinda liking. That's okay, then Dragon. If you have a good idea for that, why not? And let's see our Batman Beyond for those who asked. The Batman Beyond style looks really, really nice. I have to give them props. They did a good job. Even though there's a few complaints on the forums about the way the wings are animated. That's a minor thing. It would be nice if the character would glide or something. You cannot trade the Gotham Knight mask. Even if I wanted to, I could not give it to you. I'm very sorry about that. So when our friend is gliding like that, he looks very awesome. When he's flying like that, sadly they didn't make a new flight animation, so he's not gliding using his Batman Beyond wings. Not a big deal, but it's nice that they if they had done something about that. The one thing that bothers me mostly, not so much the flying. Hello, Christian. Not so much the flying, but the fact that you cannot really reproduce. I'm not sure if I have it in my armory. Oh, there we go. If you really want to recreate, let's say, the Batman Beyond look, you still have to use the Batman Beyond T-shirt. The reason for that is that it's the way they've linked the colors together. If you look at the chest piece, let's go there. Like if you try to have, you cannot have just the emblem red. If you have the emblem red, sadly you have those red lines that come with it. So you cannot really reproduce the Batman Beyond from the TV show. The excuse is that this is not the Batman Beyond from the TV show, it's the Batman Beyond from the comic. And then in the comic they did upgrade the costume by adding a whole bunch of red lines to it. But if you really want to get the TV show Batman, then you have no choice but still use the Batwoman T-shirt. And also, there's another thing. The chest piece. When you create the enhanced version of the chest piece, let me show you. You can see that the black becomes not quite as black. It becomes almost like dark gray as opposed to black. It's not a big deal, but again, I've seen mainly one of our friends who posts on the forums as light effects has been complaining about that. There's like this green, this weird tint to the black for some reason. But overall, it looks really nice. The long ears looks awesome. I wonder if they'll ever make a regular Batman call with the long ear. I guess we'll have to wait for that. But visually, the character looks really nice. And I'll save that for some other time, I suppose. I've made a video also where I show how the wings interact if you're using an acrobat character. So you're sharing your recipe for the Dark Knight trilogy Batman Dan Dragon? Yeah, I guess those would work. You get the Batman Beyond gear from the Gotham Time capsules, or you can get it from the broker. Now let's go take a look. Basically, if you look on the broker for Beyond, you'll get the whole Beyond gear. So you'll see the belt box. It's not worth all that much, so you can buy the belt for fairly cheap. So as you see, the price went really down the past few days. Like for 150,000, you get the belt, which is easy to understand. It's very, very easy to get. For the boots, it's about a million, as you can see, for the cheapest ones. Unless there's, yeah, the boots, 1 million, more or less. For the cowl, that one is a bit more expensive, although right now it's at 6 millions. So it keeps on going down a bit from day to day. So I guess the more people open time capsules, the more they have Batman Call to sell. The gloves should be really cheap too. Very easy to get the gloves. So as you can see, so a lot of the gear you can purchase for very cheap on the broker. But sadly, the pieces that the pieces that you really want, like the chest piece, is like 12 millions. Even the legs are a bit pricey, although they're going down to like about 500,000. And the wings should be around 6 millions, or they were last time I checked. Hello, Carlos. But yeah, Brie, if you're still trying to finish your Crusader gear, it's gonna be a bit expensive. The shoulders are the shoulders shouldn't really be that expensive, but as you can see, there's 650,000, so they're somewhat pricey. And you see the wings went down to about 6 millions. Let's look at the Crusader gear by comparison. The Crusader gear that came out last year, you can get the belt for about 400,000. The boots for about 2 million, a lot more expensive. I don't think I'll say no. So the bracers, there's only one bracer, so you have no choice but to pay the price that's being asked. The cape, 6 million or 7 million, that's a bit pricey. 10 millions for the chest. Ironically, the prices aren't that far off from the price for the Batman Beyond gear. So I guess that's a bit ironic. Let's say hi to our friend, the Arkham Batman. I don't think so. I don't think. I'm not sure why our friend Batman Arkham wants to group. Let's try and find out. Hello, good sir. Thank you, Unstoppable. So let's see. So let's go back to finishing our mission with our evil Black Lantern Batman. Sorry about that. Drizzy, I'm not sure if someone will trade some Batman Beyond gear for the battery pack. I don't think it's worth. It's in the same ballpark in terms of actual worth. At least not yet. Maybe if the prices go really down, maybe. And then again, it would depend on. Well, the shock jock style, you have to purchase the gear from the vendor, so it's as hard as doing missions and gathering marks to purchase it. It's a really nice set of gear, though. I went back and I made one of my multiverse armories with the shock jock. I suspected as much. I strongly doubted you were in your cat. Then Unholy Quantum. So I assume you're a villain. You have to be with that name. Are you related to Quantum from Quantum and Woody? Damn, those clowns hit hard, especially that one. Dr. Quantic? That's a cool name. But are you really a doctor? So I'm not sure if I'll do all 333 NPCs, but at least let's try to get the stooge we need. But I hope they never make a DLC like this one ever again. Holy crap, when you're looking for NPCs and you don't find them, it gets pretty annoying. Yes, yes it is a Celestial. It's a fun power, although I wouldn't recommend it unless you love combos. Well, let's give it. Oh, a little distracted. I was paying too much attention to the chat. You guys are going to get me killed. It looks a lot like the one of the toys from Toy Story. Yeah. Oh, just the guy I was looking for. Where's the... Oh, there it is. So let's see if we have some evil heroes who are still putting traps. I guess we do. So as you can see, we have someone who will be farming villains all day. And as you saw, we can't defeat him because if people try to attack him, he'll just move just enough so that he can be expelled. Well, I didn't give collections and all that, but basically I was able to raise my cash to 25 millions. And then I had to bite the bullet and buy the Batman Beyond headpiece and the chest piece for 10 millions each from the broker at the time. So let's see, what else can we do with our friend here? I guess we can start by repairing. And selling some junk. Oh, when you click too many. Oh, let's play a few missions we haven't played in quite a while. This should still be worth it. So we'll start with the Iceberg Lounge. Oh, actually no. We'll start with Deep Desire and work our way up. I just realized the Quarks vendor. I have no idea where it is in the Hall of Doom. I'll have to look it up after this. Yeah, it happens. Sometimes you start a video and you think you're recording and you're not. Sometimes you're recording fine except for the audio. The audio for some reason doesn't work. It happens. It's the hard life of a YouTuber. When things go wrong and your recording did not record what you wanted to record. Yeah, I have. I think I have two. I say I think because I did a bit of house cleaning not too long ago, and I'm pretty sure I did delete at least one of them. But I think I have at least two left. Bye, Unstoppable Thumbs. Good to see you. Come and see us again. For those who, let's say have to leave for reasons, if you ever want to see the whole thing, it's going to be on YouTube afterwards. Basically, whenever I do a stream, once I'm done, YouTube processes the video, and it should remain on YouTube for all eternity. Maybe. Well, you do find the Quarks vendor in the Watchtower. So I suspect if there is at least one Quarks vendor in the Watchtower, there has to be one in the Hall of Doom as well. Oh, you're so sweet, Drizzy. Bye, Carlos. Oh, you said bye to Unstoppable. Sorry, I thought you were leaving. Don't leave us, Carlos. We need you. Those are still nasty buggers. There we go. This is US. For DPS, Earth seems to be pretty good right now. Yeah, I know, Carlos. I misread your post. Oh yeah, they are in the police department. Too much reading. That's what happens when I read the chat too much. Yeah, they are in the nightclubs and police departments, but there should be one in the Hall of Doom as well. There's one in the watchtower, so there's no reason why there shouldn't be one in the Hall of Doom. I just didn't check where it was, so I guess I'll do that after this. Come here, you big mama. There we go. Not so tough when his 12 friends aren't around. We'll be here, Drizzy. We'll be here. Let's summon our friends. Ooh, Batman versus the Black Lantern Batman. Bring it on! Before you reach level 30, do as many of the missions as you can. But basically, once you reach level 30, you don't really need to do the missions, the other missions, if it makes any sense. But early on, if this is your first playthrough, try and do all the Booster Gold Explorer missions. Those are worth a few feats, if I'm not mistaken. But also, there's a whole bunch of missions in the open world that will give you not free feats, but that will give you marks of victory. They're usually easy enough missions to do, and they give you 1 mark of victory, which is always worth having. So before you reach level 30, you could try and do as much of the open world mission as you can. Well, let's go that way. A flying Black Lantern Batman. I'll show you in a bit, it'll make more sense. See, he's a Black Lantern, but he's also Batman, which is why he's flying. Not because he's Batman, but because he's a Black Lantern. Right now I have PvE gear. I'm playing PvE. With this character, I didn't bother to gather PvP gear. I haven't been playing PvP for a little too long. So, and I have a lot of characters, so trying to get them all PvP gear. Yeah, Blackest Night Batman, exactly. So I have a lot of characters and trying to get PvP gear for all those characters, all pointless. Yeah, I guess zombie. If you see Black Lanterns as zombie, yeah, that's an accurate statement. And obviously, we don't have Black Lantern powers in this universe online. But I thought that Celestial did a good job faking Black Lantern powers. Which is also why I chose the powers that I'm using. I'm sure someone who's a master at using Celestial is probably going, why isn't he using power so-and-so, which is much more powerful? But basically I went with powers that kind of mimicked the powers of a Black Lantern, or that could fake out being a Black Lantern. Again, too much talking. It could be. I don't remember. But doing all the explores should give you at least a few feats, so no reason not to do them. It depends. You know, like right now I bought about 80 Gotham time capsules. For the other time capsules, it pretty much was a case-by-case thing. Like when there was the first time capsule, I didn't purchase that many or even any. I think I had like a whole truckload of crap. I didn't purchase any of the original time capsule until almost just before Amazon Fury Part 3 was released. Then I bought a few then. Amazon Fury I bought quite a few. I wanted to have the gear for some of my characters. Hi Misty Twinkle. But then at some point I started buying, I was buying about 20 time capsules a week. So once a week I would buy 20 time capsule. And then I ended up being, I don't know, 2 months without buying any. So I purchased like 100. I even made a video about that. But usually I buy, for most time capsule I bought at least 100. Some I may have bought as much as 200. So I guess I support it a little too much. And already with the Gotham time capsule, I'm up to more over 80 right now. And I'm toying with the idea of opening a whole bunch more. Basically, I want the Batman Beyond gear, at least on a few of my characters. But at the drop rate that the rare items are dropping, I will have to buy, I'd say at least 100 more time capsules. And even with 100 time capsules, I'm not sure if I will get the gear that I want. But hopefully I should be able to get enough items to be able to sell on the broker, so that I will then be able to purchase, let's say, the headpiece or the chest piece from the broker. I guess we're gonna have to wait and see. If I ever decide to open 100 time capsules, I'll probably make a video about it, just for you guys, because I'm nice like that. So I guess we're all done, so let's do this. Yeah, doing all the races probably would help. Not sure if I think, yeah, the races probably do give some sort of feat. But also the races will give you a few emblems and a few other goodies that I can think of. But I seem to recall at least some of them were giving emblems that you couldn't get any other way. And for a long time, the only way to get new emblems was pretty much using the time capsules. Not the time, doing the race. I have too much time capsules on my mind. Julius is harder than I remember. One more try. Hello, Jacob. What I think of whale concept, it's a sad thing. Sadly, the problem is that not so much that there are people who are willing to spend thousands of dollars in a game. Sure, that's I can understand that. But the sad part is that you'll see developers pretty much trying to exploit that, and they're never happy about it. Like they're never tell themselves, okay, we're going to milk the whales for this much money, and that'll be enough. They always try to milk them for more and more and more, and it never seems to be enough. No matter how much money they get from, oh, there it is. So here's the little time and space vendor. So no matter how much money they get from the whale, it never seems to be enough. They always try to squeeze more money out of them. It's crazy. And it's always the argument that oh, they don't have to, they do it because they want to, but still, anyway. I don't know if you guys noticed, I probably should make an update about that. They've lowered the price of the blue smoke material. It used to be 5,000, now it's $35.99. Sure, give me just a sec. So let's go back to our base. DCUO was already a casino before that. I understand why some people would be saying that, but the thing is, at the core, DCUO was pretty much a casino to begin with the random loot. And the way some of the loot was so rare that you had to replay and replay and replay in order to be able to try to get that rare loot. So yeah, there is some casino element in this universe online, but it was like that long before we had the time capsules. It was like that with the replay badges. Like basically when they put a rare omnipotence item in a mission, well, then what do? You have to replay the mission over and over and over again to be able to get that omnipotence item. So right there and then, if so right there and then, if you think that the time capsules are gambling, well, so is replay badges, because if you wanted to have the rare item, you had to replay the mission over and over and over. So it was pretty much like a slot machine. You would pay your replay, pull the little handbar, and hope to get the rare item you wanted. And if you didn't get it, then you had to replay it again. So yes, the whole random thing does make the game feel like a casino sometimes, because the idea is to try to make you pay money for a chance to get an item. Like when you play replay badges, you're not guaranteed to get what you want either. You're guaranteed you have one chance to maybe get the rare item to drop from the mission you're going to play. And the same with the time capsules. It's just that the time capsules is more direct. So let's go back to Gotham. Which one should I take? Uh, I played Neverwinter for a bit. So for a while during when was the last spring, I did play Neverwinter quite a bit. Uh, what else? There's Destiny also where I played quite a bit. Although with all the new stuff we had in DC Universe Online, I didn't play Destiny in about a week or almost a week. So I should probably play Destiny a bit more this weekend. I will see. But DCUO is pretty much where the game I've invested the most in terms of time and yeah, money, I suppose. Oh, is that a Shadow Lass? Oh, I guess not. So DCUO is probably the game that I've invested the most time in by a pretty large margin. But in the past, I did play other games. I played Dungeons and Dragons Online quite a few years ago. I played also Lord of the Rings Online. Lord of the Rings Online, I played it almost non-stop for about 6 months. I was playing with a group of friends, and holy crap, we had a lot of fun. Sadly, after 6 months, I got a new assignment and didn't have much time to play after that. And usually it's going to be like a pattern like that. There's some times when I'm going to have a lot more time to invest playing games, and some other times I barely have any time.
Mission friend complete. Thank you for your assistance.
So let's see if we can play a few of those missions. Which one is Daniel's again? Is he one of those? He's right here. Going too far, too far. Ah, crap, the gun mission. I hate that one. Where is our friend Batman Arkham again? I love playing. I love superheroes to begin with. I love them in comics. I love them in movies. I'm a big comic fan. So the idea to be able to recreate some of my favorite characters like Batman, Superman, that's pretty appealing to me. I know that they were trying to sell DCUO with the idea that the next legend is you. But I much prefer to play iconic characters. That's a personal preference. Well, it's the new Batman Beyond set of gear, so yeah, it's pretty awesome. And ironically, in this universe online, you can even create some non-DC character fairly easily, like Iron Man or Captain America, or so that was kind of cool. Ah, hello, Spider Boy. Well, thanks, Carlos. Oh, well, thank you. I got a little distracted. What's the next? What's the next step? Oh, I'm still missing one growth. I know a Super Patriot from the forums. I know that at some point he took over for Trex. Trick Light. I have no idea. Did they stop playing? I know they're supposed to fix Atomic, but if it's still broken or what, I have no idea. Not sure if I would say it's broken to begin with, but the consensus seems to be that with a lot of people. That's another thing, is that very often something is fine in PvE, but then when you add PvP into the mix, then that's where things get problematic. Come on, Batman always wears a gun. Did you see Batman versus Superman? Nah, it's just one of those missions where they give you a gun that you have to use. In this case, you have to cleanse the infected people. And you have a certain amount of mutant also to... I missed that bit about... Well, she appeared just in time to save poor Batman from the evil Doomsday, which was a weird mixture of Doomsday and Zod. Oh, there's our monkey boy. And let's get rid... Oh, crap. Wrong button. Let's get rid of the gun. And let's get Boogie. So this shouldn't be... yeah, not enough. No. Next time we'll be able to go help our friend Steel. Sure, I could do that. And I'll make one one for the heroes and one for the villains, so that everyone has something for them. But yeah, I'll make a few Riddle with Crime videos. Ideally, that's what I was planning to do, sort of. But then there was the new time capsule that came in, and now there's the new Halloween seasonal that just started. So we got a lot of new stuff in a short amount of time. So it made it a bit challenging to try to make all the videos I wanted. And not to mention, I still didn't get around to do all the game update 73 videos I was hoping to do. But yeah, I'll make a full Riddle with Crime video if you want. It's on the list. You're welcome. Hello, Unstoppable Thumbs. Glad to have you back. So let's start the old friend communication forum in here. And our friend Arkham Knight saying is on his way. The processing area. Which one is that again? I really started redoing those old missions. It's been a long time since I did any combat rating 70 missions. There we are.
The enraged prisoners are assaulting the last line of defense. Hold the processing facility and get those prisoners back under control.
So we'll wait a minute or two for our friend Arkham Batman to get here. Let's admire the Batman Beyond gear in broad daylight. The few times we had a look, it was in the darkness. And I have the enhanced wings right now. No, I don't have an Xbox yet. I have friends who have been trying to convince me to get an Xbox. There's a few missions that are a bit confusing sometimes, yes. Why? Why no Xbox? My friend was trying to convince me to purchase an Xbox One. At some point, you had quite a few bundles with Xbox One. You had like the game, you had the console itself, and you had like half a dozen games for a fairly low price, which was a bit surprising. Well, usually as a rule, PlayStation people don't like Xbox, and Xbox people don't like PlayStation. So I guess there's depends on what you're looking for, I suppose. Our friend Batman is on his way. Oh, here he is. So let's get started. Where's that? Ah, there he is.
Track down the leader and take him down.
Hey, Shadow.
Mission processing complete. Thank you.
You bought 20 stabilizers? Are you crazy? Did you get anything good? With 20 stabilizers, you got the whole Batman Beyond gear. Holy crap! I'm green with envy because I didn't get that when I opened 20 stabilizers. Well, you can look at the video I made. The first 20 stabilizers, the first 20 Gotham time capsules, I barely got anything.
Power systems unstable. Please engage an emergency backup system.
Well, let's start with the easy one. It is pretty amazing. You got really lucky because with not only did not get a full set of Batman Beyond gear with 20 time capsules, even opening 100, almost 80 plus time capsules, I didn't get a full set of Batman Beyond gear with that either. I don't know if I would start spreading that kind of rumor, but you got really lucky is all I can say.
How dare you step foot inside my stronghold? You will not interrupt my ritual.
Oh, going too far. My bad. Oh, you went the wrong way. It brings back memories. You probably can still do some one shots. It depends on the gear you're wearing, I suppose.
Magic door? Does that mean a magic key? Puzzles are not Mammoth's strong suit.
Depends on the enemy and depends on the gear you have, is what I would say. But honestly, I don't really know. I would have to try it out first and see. Hello, Zeroid Rapid. Just playing a few missions with our friend, the Arkham Batman. Although it's false advertising, he looks nothing like the Arkham Batman. He uses swords and all that. That's crazy. Let's go for the extra market victory. The 500 station cash, I never managed to not spend that. I usually accumulate a lot of replay badges, but the 500 station cash they give you every month, I spend that usually almost as quick as I earn them. Well, I could try that, but I strongly doubt that it has. I strongly doubt it has any real influence. But thanks for the tip. It's always appreciated. I guess our friend Batman Beyond wants to activate the clicky. Let's give a chance to our friend to catch his breath. Oh, I guess not. Sorry about that. It's been a long day. I don't think I have a repair bot. Oh, I have one. I'll take that opportunity to take a tiny break. I'll be right back. Oh, I guess we're good to go. Where is he going? Oh, I went too high, I think. Not used to going this way. Oh, I didn't go high enough. That's where we came from. Okay. I guess we're good to go. Usually I let the person with whom I am choose. Oh, he chose. That's usually the one I go for. Unless I need one of the other NPCs for a feat or something. I always go for the middle one. Middle is this way. Oh no, he will burn our flesh. He's so mean. Don't stay in the fire. I won't be able to bring him back. Oh, maybe. Nope, nope, don't stay in the fire. Hello, Prince Beat Boxing. So I guess you're the Prince of the Beatbox, is that it? I'm really not familiar with that, so... Well, let's go for the ring. Well, what up? So YouTube was suggesting that you watch this. Aw, YouTube is so sweet. If you like this universe online, stick around. Although I'm almost, this will probably be the last mission for today. But it's nice of you to come around. Do you play this universe online, Prince Beatboxing? Or are you a DC fan, maybe that watches videos about the various DC TV shows or the movies? What server you play on? And do you have What's your main character like? I understand. It's a fun game. Too fun sometimes. But we won't go into details about that.
How did you get past my guards? My barriers? You will pay.
Ah, that's cool.
When I have my father's power, I will destroy everything you've ever loved.
How'd you like the Earth power since the new game update? Let's grab the healing stone because I'm going to die if I don't. Now let's bring it here. Oh yeah. Well, from what I understand, they nerfed the pet a bit, but a lot of people are complaining about the jackhammer ability. Do you have anything to say about that? Do you think it's justified to complain about it, or do you think it's not too powerful? Let's use our new trinket because why not? Oh yeah, no skill point for our friend. Let's go for the mark of victory. And let's see what's in our weekly reward. Oh, I see. Sadly, I'm afraid to mention that seeing how many people complain about the don't really have anything worth trading. Well, thank you, good sir. Yeah, I get what you mean. But what you don't understand is that this is the Batman Beyond from the comic. I made a similar complaint on the forum, which is why I'm making fun a bit. Basically, this is what Batman Beyond should look like. But sadly, the way they've made the costume, you have little choice but to use pretty much this version. Like you see the little red lines. Oh, pretty cool Desert Batman. So sadly, if you try to have, let's say, if you try to get rid of the red lines on the chest, sadly the red lines on the chest are linked with the emblem. So if you want to have the red emblem, you have to have the red lines. And if you're stuck with the red lines, then you may as well have the red lines on the pants, and the red on the belt, and the red on the shoulders, and all that. Pretty cool Batman. So you see our friend here has a mix of Batman Beyond Gear, the Daring Vigilante, and the Batman Call, which is it deserves a thumbs up. Yeah, we have to give him a thumbs up. Come on. And of course the new rebirth emblem. Turn around, facing in the same direction I'm facing Arkham. Turn around. Oh, he doesn't want to turn around. He's so mean. Like, I'll try to get behind him. So basically he has an odd mixtures of various Batman gear. Mainly Batman Beyond gear. Not sure why he wants to show us his butt. Here it'll be better here without the glare. Ah, he keeps on turning around. So anyways, so I think that's going to be it for today, guys. We're going to thank our little friend here. He says he watches the stream, but just in case. So during the weekend, I'll probably add a few more Batman Halloween videos. Mainly, I'll redo the missions from the villain. I'll make a videos for the villains specifically, and maybe one or two other videos I can think of right now. And also, someone requested that I do some Riddle with Crime videos. I'll do that. And again, I'll try to do some Riddle with Crime videos from the hero's point of view and from the villain's point of view. So that's pretty much it for now, guys. I'll probably try to make a live stream tomorrow. Maybe one more later today, but I'll try to make another one tomorrow to make up for the live stream we didn't have yesterday. I guess we're gonna have to wait and see. Oh, that's why the camera is messed up. So that's pretty much it for now, guys. So as always, thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.